Totally Beverages.
And sometimes hot sauce.
That is a tasty root beer.
Coffee.
Water.
Cerveza.
Mountain Dew.
Beverages. Beverages.
Beverages hot sauce.
Beverages. Beverages.
Beverages hot sauce.
Ooh, welcome to Totally Beverages and sometimes hot sauce. I am your host, Psychic Andy, aka RoRo. That's what you can call me. Here, as always, the blue-eyed Barbadian, JoJo. How are you, my friend?
It is dark and hell is hot. It's TBASH and we're back, baby.
From the deep bowels of hell, we have risen.
Oh,
It's good to see you, buddy. And
oh my God,
I gotta
so
say,
good
it's
to
good
see
to
you.
see. It's good to see some friends over here. Already, I'm looking over in this chat and I see some familiar names. It's been a long time, JoJo.
Oh, it has. Just to see and be seen, what a treat this is, I have to say. But it has been a long time. 5 years, some say.
5 years, and a lot has happened
Well, yeah. Some
in
stuff.
our lives in the beverage industry.
Sure, you had oat milk.
Wow,
That happened. I can't really think of anything else. Oh, you know
I
what
feel
we're
like
doing?
hard seltzer happened.
Hard seltzer happened. Some people say White Claw summer happened. Did you experience it?
Many a summer. That's where I've been.
Oh, that's been the whole time. Just a continual White Claw summer. I was wondering, do you know where we were 6 years ago tonight? It'd be weird if you remembered, but I do.
I have no idea, and it would be very weird. Where were we?
We were right here at my house recording a podcast episode
Get out of here.
because it was the night before my first son was born. It was an episode with George Basil as a guest. I think we drank Hawaiian Punch.
We were recording while your wife was hours away from giving labor.
Yeah,
we
that's
were
right.
at your house.
That's right. Yeah,
Hey,
none
honey,
of us
can-
were the wiser.
Can the guys come over to tape my beverage podcast while your
Sure!
contractions are starting?
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. That's it. Oh, confirmation in the chat from Montague1, oat milk. It did happen.
It really did happen, and it'll happen on this show. It's just a matter of time.
That's so true. I can't believe it. Are we really
You look
doing
stunned
this?
for a moment,
I was.
JoJo.
I was. I'm frozen. You were afraid my internet was buffering.
I was
But it
afraid of
wasn't.
that. This is our first time doing this.
Oh my God. We got half a lunking in the house. We got people lunking out here. Hard seltzer is happening. ISIS is here.
Holy shit. ISIS is here.
ISIS was like 13 when I'm pretty sure this is true. Used to
Yeah,
call
ISIS-
into the show a lot.
ISIS, how old are you? We might have to have a segment where we just listen to ISIS's old voicemails on the show.
Oh, that'd be fun. We could do. We are going to probably have to scrape the voicemails for some questions eventually.
So Randy is saying, how has y'all's beverage profiles changed? And don't you worry. We are going to get to that later today. Tonight.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
Are there any,
man.
I'm just curious before we dive into business, are there any East Coasters out there or people elsewhere in the world that are really, really gripping and ripping it tonight and staying up late with us? Just curious.
Someone's just who's up the latest or up the earliest? We got an East
Whatever.
Coast chiming in.
They
I
should
would
get a
love to
prize.
know.
They should get a prize.
1208 in Boston. Oh, cardamom. That's cute.
Oh
East
my
Coast. Oh, yeah, we've got some East Coast in the house.
Oh my gosh, we got East Coast
Ooh.
representing.
Going strong on 2 hours of sleep is Candace Murray. This is okay. Oh, it's a couple of you in Boston. Do you know each other?
Hell yes, Toronto. Oh my gosh.
Family bed time in Minneapolis. So
Wait,
is
this is
everyone
like-
in the bed. Wait, I just saw Legacy Goblins says family bed time in Minneapolis. Do you think that means they got the family bed going on like there's the kids? A couple generations, maybe a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That's how they
situation.
used to do
You
it.
got a Grandpa Joe in there.
That's how they used to do it for sure.
Oh,
Well, Bev heads, we've got a lot planned for this evening, but even bigger than that, we have a lot planned for this show in general. Some could say it's been 5 years in the making, don't you think, JoJo?
I would think so. It certainly has been.
We've been dreaming.
Yeah, we talked about it a few times. A couple of false starts in the mix, you know?
Yeah. But we're back, and we're back stronger than ever.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, you can see, do you know, you all are powering these glowing Mountain Dew bottles in the background of the live stream right now. This is all listener powered. We're channeling this. I'm floored.
I'm kind of floored. I can't believe all you guys have showed up. This is really, 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 really warms my heart. This is too much fun. So we have some big
Grandma
dreams.
says hi, what's up? Yeah, we have big dreams, big hopes. Looking for all kinds of new ways to whet our whistles. And, and I was wondering, I guess there's a few things about this live stream format. It's very distracting. I didn't prepare myself for that at all. So, and you know, we do these, obviously some of you may be watching this right now and it's already archived, and I'm speaking to you from the past. And that's a goal. We're going to find different ways to archive this and share the show with everybody so we can keep all you bev heads involved. But we're very much looking forward to more audience interactions. One of the biggest things in the last 5 years is all the technological shifts that allowed us to be here. It's legitimately like a generational thing. We once did Postmates versus Uber Eats as a juice delivery, like a novelty thing, because people just learned you could ask someone to deliver you food and they would do it. And now here we are.
Look at us now. Can we talk a little bit about how big we're dreaming on this show?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
So JoJo and I have been brainstorming, and we both dated the lady that wrote this book called The Secret. What was her name again, JoJo?
It was Bethany.
Bethany.
Yeah.
Kind of some
One
sour
name, like a
memories for
Madonna.
both of us, but a nice takeaway nonetheless is she kind of taught us to manifest our dreams, which we feel like we're doing right now.
She just kind of taught us, though. There wasn't a lot of time to talk.
She taught me a lot of things, actually.
What was one of the other things?
It's not relevant to this podcast.
It's not even a podcast. It's a different live stream.
Exactly. But we made a TBASH Make It Happen manifestation board. This board, we're going to put our hopes and dreams on this board. It could be a beverage. It could be a guest that we want to have. It can be some achievements that we want to make, some dreams that we want to come true. Does that make sense to you, JoJo?
Oh, I mean, it makes sense to me. I didn't know you were waiting for me to. Of course, I assent. This is exactly what we had in mind. We could even move the thing that says TBASH, you know, because I feel like we've made that happen. Look right next to it. We have a glittering,
we did make it happen,
animated TBASH logo.
Oh, that's very true. So I want to dream real big, and I want to tell you my first dream for the show.
Okay.
And that's to be the #1 food and drink show on Twitch. And I'm not lying about that.
But how can we do that?
We're going to be the biggest goddamn beverage show on Twitch. It's just a matter of time. And I don't think it's that long. I want to say, is it good to put a timeline on dreams? I can't remember what Bethany said about that.
I think Bethany said, yeah, the shortest fuse you can possibly put. A ticking time bomb on a dream is one of the most effective ways to see it manifested, I think was a direct quote.
Ticking time bomb on dreams?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Oh, gosh, that's
you want to be sweating by the time you meet it. You know, like there's only a few seconds left, and you got to decide between these two wires. One of these wires is a Anthony Bourdain in memoriam Twitch channel, and the other one is a man who makes barbecue in his apartment kitchen.
That right there is some inside Twitch food and drink baseball for you.
I'm just manifesting. I want to smash both of those into dust.
I agree. And I say, how many months until we're number one, do you think?
Gosh, I'm gonna say 1 month probably.
Let's go 1 month. 1 month, we want to be number one. We'll see if we get there. The first thing that we got to do is we got to become a Twitch affiliate. And we're learning about all of this stuff. But here's the headline, guys. To become a Twitch affiliate, the biggest goal that you have to do is reach 50 followers. And you guys, how many followers do we have? We have 94 followers on our first show. We blazed past that goal.
Shout out to Blaze. Listen, we are really just rolling right now. I'm feeling it. Do you feel the dream energy? Do you feel like it's getting hotter?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a bomb about to explode.
I'm actually going to turn my AC off, though, because I want to get real hot in here.
Wow. Let's do it. Let's just get sweaty. I'm ready for it.
So those are my two big, let's call them our Twitch goals. I want to be the number one show. We got to become a Twitch affiliate. We're going to knock that out. And
Sure.
thanks to our amazing Bev heads, we're well on our way. And we're 16 minutes into our new journey.
Unreal. Someone just in the
Unreal.
chat said we're third right now.
We're third right now?
Yeah.
Would somebody take a screenshot for us of that?
Screenshot that. We can't do everything ourselves.
Do you think it's
That's why
possible
you're
that
here.
we'll be the number one show by the end of the night?
Hey, if we want to dream big. We want a massive explosion. I don't know if Barm don't think the time bomb. Did she ever say anything else to you about that?
Bethany?
Yeah.
No, she didn't. We didn't talk about the time bomb that much. But you
Okay.
dated her after me, so I know she was manifesting a lot of new ideas.
Yeah, that's true. Most of them were about me.
Apparently. It's so weird how this whole thing and how we met. It's so crazy if you think about it. But that's a different show.
It's true. What
okay.
else we got on this manifestation board?
Okay, so I want to put out some guests, and I
Yes.
have one pick.
Okay.
The guest that I would like to manifest on the show is Ice-T.
Now, I just got a tingle in my hands.
Yep.
And if Bethany told me anything, that is either poor blood circulation or we're closer to this than we think. And I can't say.
Okay, this is not fair because listeners, I had to drop a hint to JoJo about this. I told JoJo that this is who I was going to put on the board.
That's
And what's so crazy is this
That's a
is
little peek behind the
legitimately
curtain.
my pick. We didn't come up with this together. This is my pick. And after I made this pick, it turns out we might have a friend of the show that is going to make this happen. Like, it's just in the air. That's all I want to say. It's
a
just
friend of the show
yes.
who's going to make this happen.
It's maybe. So what about you, JoJo? So
Okay.
Ice-T, I want to say one other thing about Ice-T. If we have Ice-T on the show, we will not ask him about his name or make any puns about his name or anything like that. Okay?
Not even
Can you
going to drink
promise me that?
iced tea. We're not going to sniff it.
We would never think to drink iced tea with iced tea on the show. It's
I
beneath us.
literally didn't even think about it until right now.
Okay, good. I just want to put that out there. Does that make sense to you, JoJo? I just want to
Yeah.
make that
No,
clear.
no, no. I think that's
and clear
right.
to
I think
everybody.
that's the
I
right
guess.
play. Yeah. So stop suggesting it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, sir?
Okay. You want me to throw one up there?
I do.
I'm trying to think of just
Oh,
who would be. It popped right out of my brain onto the board. This is really amazing. Who would be a classy guest who probably has a lot of, has lived many lives and inhabited many voices? And who would be the most interesting person we have do this? I would say it's Dame Kate Winslet. I think she's been knighted or whatever. Should be. Will be by TBASH. That's a fact. I'd like to have Kate Winslet on the podcast. Does that seem gettable?
I think that's a get. Do you want to put a ticking time bomb time limit on that?
Oh, God. All right. We did 30 days for the other one?
No, we switched that to the end of the night, actually.
Oh, crap. Okay. God, 2 weeks? That seemed doable? Any friends of the show reach out to you about Kate Winslet?
No, nobody did.
Okay.
I feel like she's a 4-monther.
Do you think she lives in the United States?
No. She has an accent.
Do you think she'll have a problem with a 9 p.m. Pacific time live stream?
No, I don't.
Night
And
owl.
Is she in the UK, or is anyone out there in the UK? Oh my gosh, by the way, in the chat, we are getting some really, really good suggestions. Dan Aykroyd, Arnold
my
Palmer. Someone wrote his.
Did I ever tell this?
How many of you are Googling if Arnold Palmer is alive?
Oh, he died.
Oh.
Yeah. Dude's dead as a doornail. Yeah. Most of my pics I started sending RoRo were dead people, turns out.
We're not that good at manifesting yet.
No.
But Bethany thought she was, and that was kind of the end of your two guys' thing, huh?
Well,
Ay,
yeah,
ay,
that's
ay.
about it. You know, say Lovey, you win something. She has an accent. That's so true. You see
She does.
Mayor of Easttown?
Is anyone over in the UK right now? What time is it in the UK? That's something I could look up. I'm sorry, that's a dumb question. All right, this is great. I feel like this is the perfect beginning of our dreams. And I think what else I want to add to this board as we go along, and I think Bev heads, you guys are going to get an opportunity to add to the board at some point. We can put beverages that we want to drink. Anyways, and then as soon as we knock these off the list, we'll put them on the TBASH Dreams Come True board.
Yeah.
This is where all of our dreams have come true. This board's going to fill up before you know it.
I think so. Right now it's feeling a little bare. It's feeling a little sparse.
Yeah. But that's okay. I think when we're back next week, we're going to have things on this board. And please, if you're out there right now watching, I guess we're number 3 on the charts right now, but when we hit number 1, will somebody take a screen grab and send that to us? We appreciate it.
That's all we ask of you, really.
And yeah, I think that's it for my dreams come true. Can we talk about a little about next week real quick before we get into the dirty of this week?
Yeah. I know y'all just went to the grocery store, right? Just probably picked up a variety pack of White Claw, Volume 1. I did. That's for sure. Now, we're already looking ahead. We want to make sure that you all have enough time to prepare. Like we said, we think the key to this live streaming action, and even honestly, if you're watching after the fact, is the ability to play along at home. We always love seeing that in the olden times of everybody putting together their own shootouts, their own blind taste tests, and everything else. And so we're going to talk about what's happening in week 2, so you have a chance to get going. We noticed, well, of course, RoRo is early, and I'm talking ground floor on canned water.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Like, we lost a fortune of empires not starting.
I think we can save this for when we dive in. I don't want to
You're
get
right.
bummed out on our first
No,
episode, Josh.
we shouldn't. But right now it's having a moment. We can agree on that, can we not?
Yes, we can agree on that.
And we salute every Bev moment, right? But
We do.
canned water is having one. However, it's not the first Bev moment by a long shot, not even the first Bev water moment.
No.
And so we thought we would explore some of those cool waters through time that have managed to actually really thrive, throughout history ever since their inception. So we're going to drink 4 different waters, I would argue in 4 different vessels in a sense.
I think so.
And-
Pretty much. Pretty close.
And we're going to be drinking Liquid Death, the flat, not the sparkling, boxed water, a Fiji water,
Yep.
comes from volcanoes. It's got some art inside the bottle, and Evian. Now, kind of the original sort of cool
Bougie. Yuppie water.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Now, I think you can even still get that one in a glass bottle. Now, that'd be really hitting for the cycle. If that's available, then you've really got 4 distinct time periods You've got really 4 decades, I would argue. Evian of the 80s, Fiji of the 90s, boxed water of the early aughts, and liquid death of the 2010s into the 2020s.
Yes.
I feel this. And so we're going to be doing this. These should all be available in your local grocery store.
This almost feels like a Whole Foods play might have all of these. I think Whole Foods has liquid death. Am I right about that?
I would imagine so. And I think they're in a lot of liquor stores. We'll get into it. We'll get into lots of thoughts. We've been thinking about this for a long time. So that'll be next week. So
that'll be
grab
next
those.
week.
We'll share these on our socials, which we assume you're all following.
Our socials are TBASHLIVE for everything.
Everything, everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok.
TBASHLIVE.
It's all at TBASHLIVE. Use that hashtag TBASHLIVE. If you're out there buying this stuff, if you're in the wild, if you're even sneaking a sip before the show, tag us in that biz. That's your TBASHLIVE, and we want to know about that too.
Yeah, and I think that's a good thing to say, JoJo. I'm glad you mentioned that. Hashtag as much as you want TBASHLIVE, because we're going to be pulling those photos into this future streams, and we want to talk about what's happening out in there.
And we're going to be pulling some of you into this.
Yes. Stick around if someone wants to get in the hot seat later. So, JoJo, it has been 5 years. Let's do, I want to find out your beverage profile. I'm sure you want to know about my beverage profile. Should we do this?
I'm ready. I've got a glass of water for sipping while we do it.
Interesting.
So JoJo, that's me. RoRo.
Yeah.
What? I wanted to for maybe there's some people who never joined us on the podcast. That's also possible. For them, the beverage profile. This is all about your day in beverages. We want to salute the minutia of that day. Now, a lot has happened. We talked about oat milk, but things have changed a little bit in the last 5 years. When you wake up in the day, what's the first beverage that's hitting your lips?
80% of the time, I'm grabbing a.
Back
one
up
of
a
these.
second. Okay, what time are we talking about?
I get up around. The alarm goes off around 6:30. I lie in bed for about 15 minutes. The nightstand, there will usually be an old dog or a glass of water on the nightstand, warm. And I'll take a pull of an old dog. I will.
An old LaCroix.
Yeah.
A hot one from the night before.
If I have to.
Extra warm, a little flat.
Yep. But I'm going 50-50 on that nightstand drink. It is either an old LaCroix or a glass of water, and a glass of water. It's not a plastic tumbler or a water bottle. It's a glass of water.
That feels like you're really dancing with the devil, having a glass of water next to the nightstand, next to your alarm.
Well, I'm doing one of it's not very tall. It's kind of a shorter, stubby, almost like a highball glass, but kind of one that has some strength to it, you know? It might even be Pyrex. I don't think it is, but you know what I mean? It's got some heft to it.
And it can handle the heat of that extra room temperature water. It's not going to shatter.
No.
So, and you're never mixing. It's always just one or the other?
Yeah, I don't put them together. Do you mean like
or
pour the warm LaCroix into...
to really flatten it out? No, I mean like side by side. You ever do that? Just like you've got them both there, kind of crowd the nightstand? Make a little fence.
I'm sure it happens. Yeah. Sure.
Some obstacles to get
but
to
it's
that
usually
alarm.
one or the other. It's usually one or the other.
Yeah.
So wake up, then get up, and then for the first... Probably don't have anything for about a half an hour, and then around 7:30-ish, I'm usually having a little bit of water or one of these.
That's another LaCroix. So
Yeah.
this is another flat one, or is this a
No,
fresh?
so this would be my first cold one of the day
Okay.
that I'd be opening up around 7:30ish, 7:30 to 8.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's fascinating. Always lemon? Or are you trying new flavors?
No, so and this will be a very quick recap of the last 5 years. I believe I was on the lemon train 5 years ago. If I wasn't drinking lemon, I was drinking Canada Dry raspberry. When the pandy
Soda.
started,
Yeah.
very hard to find the Canada Dry raspberry.
You gotta
Like,
close the borders.
there you go. Maybe that was it. I'm telling you, I would search for it on different grocery apps to find it, and then Instacart would psych me out all the time that like places would have it, and then they wouldn't have it. And then
getting that
every once
text.
in a while, I would find it, and I'd buy everything the store had. But
Do you realize what this means? Like, there's another you in the Los Angeles area
yeah,
who was also hoarding, right? Because this is a big lesson we learned during, especially those early lockdown days, is that it wasn't necessarily about the supply, but it was about the hoarding, right? It was people going in and buying all the toilet paper. So it was probably two of you, I think,
yeah,
just trading off pallets.
yeah.
What was the most you ever bought at one go?
Well, what was crazy is there were times during the pandemic that at my local Vons, you know how sometimes they have the deal, like if you buy 5 of the thing, they would be going for, was it an 8-pack or a 12-pack? I think it was an 8-pack, but 8-packs were $1.99 sometimes. So when that happened, no shame grabbing like 10 of them. I would like piled high on top of my refrigerator.
Man, that's that failed Canadian dollar too. It's just up there. That's all they can get for it. You know, you can get $2 for all these beverages.
It just seems impossible. Yeah, it just was. That was amazing. But all that being said, 2 things happened. One, it was really hard to find the stuff, and then at some point, someone was over and they
Two
said,
of your teeth fell out.
No, they yucked my yum. Someone said, someone had a sip of it and was like, "This really tastes like cough syrup."
Oh,
And once I heard that, have you ever had that experience where
yes.
then every time I would drink the Canada Dry raspberry, it did kind of taste like cough syrup. And I was like, what have I been doing all these years? And it was hard to find. So I chucked it out the window and I went right back to just the regular lemon LaCroix. I don't mess
man.
with any other flavors. I don't love their politics or their owner. I heard he's kind of a shitbag.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. I actually haven't read anything about that, but I kind of figure everybody who owns like a giant beverage empire is.
Yeah, and I actually don't know about his politics, actually. I just heard he's an asshole.
He's kind of a jerk. Oh, okay.
But anyways, yeah, so that's what I'm on. So yeah, so that takes me around 8:30. Then I'll probably crack another one around like 10 when I'm going into the studio. Let's see. Then around lunchtime, like 12:30ish, come inside. At that point, I probably have another lemon LaCroix around then.
So we're up to 4 by lunchtime. Is that right?
Definitely 3 to 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Then it's like back to work. Sometimes I'll have a little water if I'm feeling kind of dehydrated or something like that.
Okay. Over lemoned.
I don't even taste the lemon anymore.
Yeah. No. I mean, plain water is probably like a journey for you.
Yeah. And then I will I'm probably 5 or 6 deep by the time I get to 6 o'clock dinner time.
This is no small amount of LaCroix.
I'm going to the store. I'm buying LaCroix at least twice a week, probably 3 times a week. And can I tell you something else? I I could go once a week and buy my stash,
Yeah, I know.
but I
yeah.
only ever buy 2 or 3 unless there's like a big sale, because I kind of like knowing that I'm going to go back and get more.
Oh, sure. The experience is a little RoRo time.
Yeah.
And they know you there. It's kind of nice to see your friends, I imagine.
I don't know. I don't feel during the pandemic. I felt less of that kinship
Yeah.
out there.
That's fair. Do you think you don't think anybody at the Vons is like, oh, here he comes?
No, I don't. No, because I'm only buying a couple things. I'm only buying
That's
a couple
true.
things.
It's very unassuming.
Yeah.
If you
Definitely
went
when I
once
was buying
a month and
Yeah.
filled up a cart with it, that would be a trigger for someone.
Yeah, for
I think
sure.
that's accurate.
If I think when I was doing the, buying 10 cases of the Canada Dry, that I was probably getting some side eye for. And someone in the chat asked, how are the bubbles in the Canada Dry? Great question. The Canada Dry bubbles definitely larger and spicier than the LaCroix bubbles. So I do sort of miss that.
Oh, yeah. You're on a different train. That's
Yeah.
almost entirely. I mean, I'm not surprised though. I've made gigantic life decisions based on other people's throwaway comments. So I fully get it. I'm sorry you lost one
I mean,
along
maybe
the way, but
I kind
I
of
hope it comes
feel,
back.
Yeah, I kind of feel inspired to try it again, but we'll see. So that brings us to around 6:00. Lately, so Elizabeth and myself have been on an old-fashioned kick,
Oh,
and
sure.
she has been making a doozy of an old-fashioned, which we'll definitely get her recipe. We'll definitely do that one of these nights. And so we've been going through a phase. We'll have those couple times a week, and those just one old-fashioned, very stiff, great buzz, and I feel and that's all I need. I just need one of them,
Yeah.
and I feel real good. And I have that around 6:00, kind of maybe while we're making dinner, and then dinner's kind of fun, and then after that, 9 out of 10 times having another LaCroix with my ice cream around 9:00.
I want to ask a question about the ice cream, but I'm afraid we're out of time.
Yeah, that's a different
Wow.
show. That's a different show.
Oh man, yeah, that's it's a very lemony, bubbly, sparkling beverage profile. Is there any part of you you're surprised to hear about when you're saying it out loud?
It does seem like a lot of LaCroix, and it's also like I wish it was something else. Just saying it out loud, sometimes when you have like a problem when you say it out loud,
Uh-huh.
it makes me want to spread my wings a little bit.
Are you ever
maybe
tempted by other flavors at the grocer's mart, or are you just looking for that flat yellow?
Yeah, I love the yellow.
Have you ever accidentally bought limoncello?
So Elizabeth's favorite flavor is limoncello, so we always have that also in the fridge. And
It's bomb.
it's got to be a really dark day for me to drink the limoncello. Everybody loves it, but I will go to the store to get lemon, even if there's like 2 cases of limoncello ready to go right there. It's not my thing.
Good God.
Wendy
Well,
asked if
the
I'm
house divided.
caffeine free. I'm sort of caffeine free. I like a soda from time to time. Oh, I should say at lunchtime, I still like to rock a root beer
And what?
from time to time.
Anyone in particular, or just whatever's available?
Whatever's
Occasion.
available. I love a Henry Weinhard's, but whatever's available.
Beautiful.
Let's get into your beverage profile.
Oh, I've got one, baby.
So tell me, what time are you waking up these days?
These days, it's school time. We're in that public school life now, so we're getting up about 6:15, yeah, in that zone between 6 and 6:30, and got to really hop to it, get right out of bed, making lunches, making breakfast, and as soon as I'm not drinking anything before breakfast, but sometimes before I sit down to eat, I am chugging a tall glass of water, like probably a 20-ouncer.
I forgot you were a chugger. I forgot you were a chugger.
Never forget, I come from a family of chuggers,
Oh,
a
God.
long line.
What kind of
Yeah.
vessel?
This is These, I would say it's kind of like an iced tea glass. This is a set that I got my wife, Carol, two-time guest of the pod.
Shout out.
Also,
Carol.
I currently have a podcast with my wife, Mummy and Daddy, where we talk about horror movies and parenting.
Fantastic.
And I got her a set of these glasses. They're plastic glasses, but like thick. They're kind of, I think, supposed to be kind of like a poolside situation, not turvasy in nature, but they're tall and thin and sort of a rainbow array of the colors. And so
But a
grabbed one of-
tumbler. This is a tumbler.
Is that a tumbler?
I
Does
think it is a
tumble?
tumbler.
Okay. Well, we're tumbling with that. I grab whichever color is appealing to me that day. There's a blue, a turquoise, a green, a pink, a yellow, and a gray. So just however I'm feeling. I just grab what feels right, filling that up with still the Culligan off the faucet. That has not changed. We probably had the same one for I don't know, a decade. I feel like we've always used that thing. And I think we only have to replace it once. Pretty incredible. So I'm hitting that, filling it up. No ice, because you got to chug. We all know what happens. If you got ice cubes in the way, that's bad news. I've been trying to do my body a favor, take a daily vitamin. And so usually that's my move is I'll just chug the water with the vitamin and to try to get some extra hydration in there.
Ooh, vitamin on an empty stomach, eh?
You're not really supposed to, but I know I'm about to sit down and eat. Like I'm 30 seconds away from eating.
Okay.
And if I'm feeling really dry, I'll refill that water right away.
Nice.
Now this is a big change. Big change of the last like couple of weeks is that I'm kind of weaning off of weekday coffee because I've been feeling insane. And so I've been and I found that like, caffeine will really sometimes makes me feel crazier. And so I don't really it's not necessarily like a good friend all the time. And so I tend to like it best when it's on a weekend and there's no where you got kind of like no plan. You don't have to, there's less there's less kind of happening. So it doesn't really matter, right? Like if you really get wound up on caffeine, it's okay. But still, I'm not like making a rule out of it. I enjoy coffee. If someone wants to go get coffee with me, I'm absolutely saying yes. And I'm ordering a coffee. I have no interest in getting anything other than a coffee if I'm at a coffee shop. And if I'm drinking coffee, it's got some half and half in there. We got a new coffee maker. I don't remember the name of it, but I will obviously shout it out at some point. So rocking the Encore burr grinder. It's the shit. Still the best thing money can buy. It's like $100 and it's like indestructible. Been really into the Big Trouble beans by Counterculture. And Whole Foods now has a gigantic bag, like a 24-ounce bag of beans that's like $20. So really good, like expensive, but like a good price for good coffee. And usually hitting that, making a pot of coffee that Carol and I are drinking. But if she's working or out of town, I figured out a way to make it a single cup maker. I figured out my ratio with scooping beans and just using a travel mug as like the insulated thermos and brewing straight into the mug in the coffee maker. And so that's pretty good, but I think it's also what maybe like did me in, that I was making more coffee than I should reasonably drink and filling up a giant mug. So that's been so that's a little bit like of a tricky spot, I guess. But okay, so if I'm drinking coffee, I'm usually starting that during breakfast or maybe just after. I try to give it a break because I've read that you're supposed to let your body wake up a little bit before you're jamming yourself full of caffeine too.
Yeah.
So once I'm drinking my coffee, I'm trying to make that last as long as I can but usually also trying to stop drinking it around lunchtime. If I still have coffee and it's the afternoon, I got to get rid of it. I'm really trying to slam water during the day, trying to stay hydrated. I noticed something from lockdown times is that I would just sit at my desk all day while my kids were in the other room and not leave so that I wouldn't distract people. But that meant I was also sometimes not drinking enough water.
No.
So Carol got me a gigantic like one of those big water bottles that has like the hash marks with the time of day that you're supposed to drink water on.
Sure. Not a fan, but sure.
What I started using it as was like a pitcher, because I was like drinking it, and you'd be just like arm over your head, just really ripping it like that, like you're, just got done powerlifting. But so instead, I just have a empty cup and I'd fill the glass, and that was a solid move. I enjoyed that. So I haven't been using that as much lately, but I was really on a tear with that too. So anyway, still trying to just refill my water cup, my giant water cup, or that with either the water bottle or from the faucet throughout the day. By the time it's lunchtime, then I'm either going to have water with that or a LaCroix. People, the last time we did a podcast, the last new flavor of LaCroix was key lime.
Oh, that's right.
We could rip off the number of new, forget even the other brands, just of LaCroix that there have been. You've got your guava, you've got your limoncello, you've got your, maybe that's really it. Is that it? No, there's more.
No, there's other ones. There's other ones.
Help me out in the comments. There's a bunch of, do I fuck with Spindrift? Get right out of my face. I do not. And yeah, so that's the, I'll sometimes just have one of those with lunch, whatever we got going. It's probably is like, we are big limoncello people in this house, getting limes. I like to mix it up. I feel like I gotta rotate through them. Afternoons, just water, no more coffee. Can't do it. Or unless I sometimes split it up. I think there's something there, but I haven't cracked it, so I can't claim it as part of the beverage profile yet. We'll have to check back in. Then I'm going to say dinner time is also water. And at this point, the only days of the week I'm ever drinking is on the weekend. I've stopped the midweek drinking because of the early wake-ups.
Sure.
And the sleep is better. It's working out great. My lockdown favorite cocktails were definitely Negronis and Manhattans on the rocks.
Oh, I see that in our future. Both of those in our future.
Absolutely. Love learning cocktail ratios during the pandemic. That felt good. It felt like I was learning a skill, but then you just like get it down. It's very beach plum. That's right. Oh, shout out to Mummy X Daddy in the chat. That's my wife. There's there's a, and Negronis are a vibe, Shabo Bay. You are absolutely right. It is a delicious cocktail. It's not for everybody. It's got that bitter taste because it's it's got that Campari in it. Gin, Campari, sweet vermouth, and a lemon twist. But it's refreshing as hell. Kind of works year round, but I think it's especially a nice, it's like a summer night drink. So really stepping out with that one. That's really it. And I agree. Kind of like, 1 to 2 of those, and I'm meeting the Sandman. You know what I mean? Just ready for Betty Bye. That's all.
And what are you bringing? What are you bringing to bed?
Not a thing. I have a small nightstand now. We swapped out nightstands, and if I put anything else on there, it would probably collapse. And I don't trust myself. I would absolutely knock it over my electronics, my sleeping cats, everything. Nothing's coming to bed with me.
It sounds solid. I think the big takeaway here for both of us is we've simplified a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
As we've gotten older.
I feel pretty good about it too, It's like it doesn't feel, I don't feel like I'm missing anything. It does feel very it feels dialed in a way that I'm appreciating right now, and I don't feel like I'm wanting for anything at the moment, beverage wise.
I love it. I love it.
But I'm excited to explore.
That is the great thing that I'm just remembering with this show. It does make me want to step out of the box a little bit, which we will every week. And I hope some of you guys are going to come on the journey with us. I think let's go on a little journey right now. I'm ready to tear into these White Claws.
Oh,
are you ready?
I am ready. I'm ready. It's White Claw summer. We're here.
Let's do this. I'm going to grab mine real quick.
I'll grab
second.
mine. I hope everyone is grabbing theirs. How'd you bring your beverages to the studio tonight? I've got this LL Bean cooler bag. Handsome, practical, large enough for a party, but suitable as well for just 4 slim cans. We've got natural lime, ruby grapefruit,
Ooh, ruby grapefruit.
raspberry,
Raspberry?
raspberry,
What else do
black
we got?
cherry.
Oops, sorry.
No, look.
Here we go. That's what I wanted.
That's it. I'm surprised to find out we bought new ice packs during the pandemic.
Oh, I got an ice pack story too. Please.
This is
go
not really
on.
a story, but these blue ice pack blocks
Mm-hmm.
are the only things that people say stay cold. And I thought, it's kind of weird that they've been holding it down as the ice pack, that there hasn't
Yep.
really been any great technological shift in this time. You'd think, the Yeti people or something. I know they have one, but it seems like the exact same thing. I don't think it's actually changing the game.
Yeah, I hear you. I got these igloo ones that I'd read had nice reviews when I did some research. And on Amazon, I feel like they were $17 a piece or something. But I was in
too
Target
much
one
money.
day, and they were $4 each. So I grabbed 6 of them.
That's one of those things. Amazon not always the cheapest. Sometimes it's
So
just
which-
people selling shit.
So since we were last on 5 years ago, were these out when we ended the show?
Yes.
What happened here?
They've been around since 2016. It's owned by the Mark Anthony Beverage Corporation, which is the same people that brought us Mike's Hard Lemonade and has no relationship whatsoever to Mark Anthony, the singer. So, but anyway, they've been around since then, but they peaked in 2019, really, and set off the boom. That's when the explosion was. And it was a $1.2 billion thing. Now, when you go to the grocery store, it's a third of the beer section is hard seltzers. And White Claw, still the king of the mountain, as far as I know. You got your Truly, you got your High Noon. What else?
We saw a lot of people in the comments, and in leading up to this, I noticed we're talking about the Topo Chico one, which I definitely want to try at some point. But yeah, these seem to reign supreme. And I'll be honest with you, I've only had them once, so I'm really excited to dive into these.
I'm the same way. I've had them before. My sister-in-law will bring them if we go camping, that was a big time pandemic activity. And so I drink them here or there, but never sought them out. And it seems like such a home drink. Anytime I've been in a bar, I know they sell them at bars, and that was even a thing early on. It's bars were selling out of them. They were losing inventory. And shout out Randy Avenue in the comments. Did they exist back when we were doing the podcast? Yes, they were called Zima. Is actually pretty accurate. These are I've found some solid research on these, which we'll get into as we go along. But I never liked the idea of ordering at a bar. It seemed more like a liquor store purchase than it did a bar purchase. But now they're just everywhere, and almost like a lot of variants too. You got your hard kombuchas and more ciders and stuff that I think are all kind of just invading that the beer space in a big way. So it's pretty exciting.
Which one should we tear in to first?
Listeners, someone put one in the chat. Who's going to roll the dice? Black
Yeah,
cherry,
what are we drinking
raspberry,
first?
lime, or ruby red grapefruit? Lots of love for the Topo Chico brands. I did
A
notice
lot.
those. I'm not surprised because the regular Topo is delish.
Look at this. Look at how many people are tossing the topo in there.
Okay, someone said black cherry. We're doing it. Oh, we got a lunking recommendation to start with black cherry. I feel like we got to
All
go
right,
there.
let's do it. Black cherry. Here we go. Let me pull up the bev cam for a second.
Does
here.
yours have a red tab on top?
It does indeed. I'll tell you what. So, my lovely wife Elizabeth picked these up for me, and I was a little worried because the box she got looked like it had been through some shit, if you know what I mean.
That was the
and
one. Yes.
You had a similar thing, and all my cans are all dented, and like I just got the vibe that these had been in the cooler for a long time. But I'm hoping for the best, but they looked for the worst, if that makes any sense.
Uh-huh. I got
All right, I'm gonna crack into this.
into the mic. Hey.
Not as bubbly as I would
I
have
almost
thought.
wept hearing that sound.
All right, shall we?
Take a whiff.
Cheers, everybody. Okay.
Is yours a little tart?
It's definitely tart. I'm
Smells
curious.
of juice box. The nose on it is juicy juice.
Yeah, for sure. Nice call there. It's not as bubbly as I would have thought. And I'm curious, do I have a dud? How bubbly is yours?
I don't know. It's got some bubs at the end. A little. Yeah, no, it's got. Here's how we'll know.
Yeah.
I'm going to try a chug.
While you're chugging, people in the chat,
It's
I'm
bubbly.
curious, has anyone gotten
bubbly.
just blackout drunk on these? What is a hangover like? Like, I want to know the difference between a White Claw hangover versus a beer hangover versus, let's say, a liquor hangover. Like, am I getting more hungover from these or less than beer? Let's just do, does that make any sense?
Makes sense.
Anyone
to
in the
me.
chat know? I would love to know.
I have my guesses.
How much of each can are we drinking? Half?
I think. Right. These are they're all 5%, so that's like a normal beer. I think they clocked that. So here's a weird wild thing. Oh yeah, it's way better than liquor. Oh, as a hangover?
Less than liquor.
Right. Better hangover than liquor. More hungover because of the sugar. Not much sugar in these though.
How much sugar we got?
2 sugars. 2 grams. That's it.
Okay. That's not bad. Because beer has quite a bit more than that, right?
I think so. You know something? Yeah, it is funny though. They lean on this whole 100-calorie thing when like a Bud Light also has like 100 calories. It's not really like a health drink, but they are White Claw. I'm pretty sure the alcohol in it is made from sugarcane, so kind of more like rum. But like it's because of the brewing process, because they're adding the carbonation, it's categorized as a beer. But then you have other sparkling or whatever hard ciders are classified differently. They're malt beverages, like your Zimas, like your Mike's Hard Lemonades, your Smirnoff Ices, your malt liquors that are, because it's just fermented grains and added carbonation. And I was reading this. I'll share it. I'll find a way to share it. That was basically about if you're transporting these things over state lines, that's where the split is. And basically the tell is if you see a nutrition facts label on the can, then it's covered by the FDA instead of alcohol, tobacco, and firearms, I believe. And so the FDA thing is only available to stuff not made from grains, where it's again then gets categorized as a beer for some reason. And anyway, so that's how you can tell if you want to know what's in it. And I would imagine you'd know based on the taste. It'll be fun to do some of these in a blind shootout.
Interesting. I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat talking about how they mix these with booze.
What are you talking about?
I mean, that seems
I mix it
kinda
with
crazy.
vodka. Easy peasy the next day. Wait, like a topper or you're
I love
back and
mixing
forth.
these with a shot of. Oh, great question, JoJo. Are they mixing these literally together, or are you having a shot of something and then this is like your I don't know what you call that, but you know what I mean.
I
Or
love
are you-
mixing these with a shot of gin or vodka.
I cut these with seltzer water. Oh, that's fun.
I could see that.
I
then
could
it's
see
kind of like
that.
a spritzer. It's like a super spritzer.
I
gonna
would
burp,
really
I'm
like
so
to get
sorry.
like I'd love to get buzzed by these one day. Do you know what I mean? I just want to know what it feels
Yeah,
like.
let's see if there's a possible time when you might have, I don't know, it's like 4 you should drink in like 15 minutes. What is the next flavor we're going to drink?
Gang, what's the next
Cocktail,
flavor?
pour it in. Oh, that reminds me of when I used to throw a 5-hour energy in a tall boy of Miller High Life. You're
Wow.
really gambling, feels like. Ooh,
Okay, what's the next
limoncello,
one?
LaCroix, and gin.
What is the next one? Lime. I see lime.
Zap.
Oh,
This
wait.
one-
I also saw. No, wait. Hold on. Shay said Ruby first. I think we go with who said it first.
Okay, yep.
We're going Ruby. Ruby Grapefruit. Now, this one I'm not that excited for because I'm not a big grapefruit guy. Let's see
What's
what we
up
got
with
here, though.
this? No special tab
I got a special tab.
on Ruby Red
Wait.
Grapefruit?
Sorry. Yes.
What's this bullshit? Is this another different Charlie the Chocolate Factory situation? Is yours like a golden ticket?
No, I think yours is whatever the opposite of that is.
Shit ticket.
Okay, here goes Ruby. Wow, and people do drink those mixed as a cocktail. Very interesting.
Uh-huh.
Ooh. No.
I'm loving this. This one is refreshing. A bouquet of delicate citrus. I could drink this anytime, day or night.
Really?
What are the 5-hour energy heads doing these days? RH_MT? I don't know. Are they alive? Great follow-up. Great question.
Wow, you're getting a lot of support for this. To me, this one has an aftertaste that's not pleasant. But I guess you could say that about a lot of grapefruit things, that there's an aftertaste that's...
Yeah,
I don't know.
grapefruit gets bitter at the end, right? And maybe all of the, I'll be interested to see if all of these have a little bitterness. And so maybe that's what I'm liking about this. Maybe it feels the most real because the bitterness is lending itself, excuse me, to this delicate beverage here. Wow. So are bros like crushing this on college campuses? Is this what I'm understanding? Four Loko, by the way, is also in the same category as hard cider seltzers.
I see that how you could really... Here's the thing. I am curious how much these sneak up on you, because it just seems like could be... It seems like a great summer drink, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
All right, let's move on. Let's move
Okay.
on. What are we doing next? We've got lime.
And raspberry. Do we just suicide these and have a little lime Ricky?
Okay, wait. RHMT said, yeah, Chads. Are Chads a type of guy in college?
Oh, Chad Hanks. There's Chet Hanks. It's Chet
It's
Hanks.
Chet Hanks.
Eat 'em out. Ooh, raspberry has been called to the front.
Pound a few in a hot tub and you might be in trouble, LOL.
That is,
True.
I can feel that. You'd feel it just go straight to your
Sneak
head.
up on you like a bro.
I don't love that. Stay safe out there, everybody. All right. Wait
Raspberry.
a second.
Here we go.
Raspberry. Here we go. Red tab. Different from the black cherry. They really did. They made
How
all
many
these
ounces do we
separate.
have here, by the way? I'm having a hard time reading the...
Yeah, the
A
label.
lot of the
is
info
jacked up.
is...
12.
These are 12 ounces.
Yeah, it's just a slim can, slim in the hand. It's been made pure.
What is one are we doing? Raspberry. Ooh, I like the smell of this.
Okay. Okay.
I got to circle back real quick to black cherry, and then I'll have comments on raspberry. I find these to be similar. Jojo, we lost your audio. I find this to be similar to the black cherry, but almost with a better front taste, but not as good of a back taste, if that makes sense. Looks like Jojo's having some technical difficulties. We'll put him to the side there for a minute. What does everybody think about the raspberry versus the black cherry? Who's the king of the mountain in that battle? I'm having a really hard time figuring that out.
Hello?
You're back.
Oh, baby. Ba-ba-bam-bam.
So I'm having a real hard time figuring out the difference between the raspberry and black cherry. I mean, I get the raspberry. There is more of a raspberry vibe on them. I don't know which one I like better.
I think raspberry is right. Got a lot of love for raspberry. Okay, they're hitting. There's love for raspberry. So, if I forgot about this aspect of drinking alcohol on this show. I'm gonna the black cherry, the flatness of cherry as a flavor is, I don't know. I just opened the lime one. Can we do it?
Oh yeah, sure. All right, here we go.
Goodness
Yeah, these are
gracious.
creepers. They're creeping up.
Whoa. Strong bouquet on this one.
Are you getting okay, tell me if this resonates. A lime cola smell?
Yes.
What is that all about?
This is okay. This is called natural lime. This is kind of like when on a diner menu they say something is excellent or something as an exclamation, right? It's like when nothing else has that kind of broad platitude. Natural lime. This smells distinctly like Coca-Cola. Oh,
That is really interesting.
but the taste is excellent. Got lots of coasters going on here.
Wow. They're not joking about the lime. It comes with a lot of lime. This one seems the smoothest to me.
The nose on it's tough. I also feel on my teeth. Do your teeth feel coated?
No. We're getting a lot of
I'm doing it.
requests for a suicide.
Suicide with lime with raspberry. I think I got to do lime Ricky. That's what I'm feeling.
I don't think I have a cup for that. I have a bowl.
You don't need a cup. That's the best news of all.
How so?
Okay.
You just put them all in your mouth?
I think you do a little. That made it taste like nothing.
Ooh. Oh, this is interesting. Rio Coys, my
Oh.
friend gave me shit for liking lime. They're mango fans. In a war between mango and lime, I don't think it just seems fucked up that mango would be shitting on lime. I
Yeah,
don't think
it's-
either of them should shit on either of each other.
Befriends your tropical fruits. You know?
Oh my gosh.
You need each other to survive. What's
Okay.
Thai food without mango and lime together? Stop fighting.
I think I need to slow down on these. But I do need one to kind of go on the ride here on out. It's not ruby grapefruit. Okay, let's rank these real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to go first because I've got the Bev Cam. I'm going to go favorite. I'm going to go lime.
Okay.
Lime is my favorite. Then I'm going to go black cherry. After black cherry, I'm going to go raspberry.
Okay.
And after raspberry, I'm going to do whole ruby grapefruit. Your turn, friend.
You can essentially flip those.
Oh, God.
Ruby red is king.
No.
Hold on a second. No. Lime is second best.
Okay.
Some sort of lesser royal. Then I guess raspberry. And then black cherry is the worst. Though it's the one I like the smell of the best.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting.
Ruby red is nice. I'd buy these probably come in 4-packs, right?
Sure.
I'd get a 4-pack of this. But would I drink a tall boy of it? And how skinny is the tall boy?
Okay, wait, let me ask you this. Is there anything about the lime that kind of tastes like flat, warm Mountain Dew? Does that resonate at all?
You're just dreaming.
Try it.
Oh, it's so late. I've been up playing Clash at Demon Head since 8 o'clock, and it's 2 a.m.
Oh my gosh. Well, that was a great first taste test, I think. It's creeping up on me.
Yeah. Totally.
Do you mind if we check in on your little friend real quick here?
Oh yeah. So I mean, one other thing, it has been a long time since we did podcasts. We may have mentioned. Some of you who were there at the time, you might remember hearing about my pet, my duck, Mr. Snackers, and there was a lot of like controversy. People didn't believe he was real or wondering about him and how he was doing. In an audio only format, there was never really a chance to introduce you all. So we thought we'd check in on him and see how he's doing. Now, ducks only live 5 to 10 years in the wild, so we'll see how long he lasts. That's him over there, Mr. Snackers.
Is he the one over by the pool there?
Yeah. See the one kind of floating in the water and is moving a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a sweet boy.
So he was taken away from you, or what's the deal here?
Oh, no. This is like ducky daycare.
Got you.
This is like
okay.
kind of like a boarding situation.
Oh,
yeah.
He's really cute.
Super cute, very well trained, well behaved. Would not like any of these drinks.
No, yeah, that first pool looks very dirty.
Yeah. Oh, that's this other one, Robert. He just shits in there. It's been a problem.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can we maybe have like one non-beverage related question per episode for each of us? Like, will you allow that?
I'll
Do you know
allow
what I
it.
mean?
Will listeners allow it?
Because I have just one question. How much does this daycare cost per day?
I pay on a weekly basis. It's hard for me to do the math. So, I mean, it's not that expensive. Okay, all right. Everybody calm down. They do this. I don't know why I'm making noises. They can't hear us. Why are you dipping in the shit pool? Stop it. So, I mean, how much is it? It's only $100 a week, which is very solid. I mean, doggy daycares are easily like $100 a day. So, like, but because you can have a lot of
Are they
ducks in
that
a
much?
small space. I don't know. I don't have a dog.
I used to have a dog. R.I.P. Ruby.
Wow. R.I.P. Ruby. Sorry. I didn't mean
But I
to
feel
make
like
this
doggy
real.
daycare was like $40 a day, maybe, or something like that. But $100, that's a great deal. Oh,
Yeah.
man, this is
You know.
great. Okay, well, all right. Hi, Mr. Snackers. Bye, Mr. Snackers.
All right. We'll see you later, bud.
We'll see you, bud. Oh, man, so cute. So cute. Well, all right. We have a few things planned. I want to do a beverage moment of the week, JoJo. And I also want to put it out there that after we do that, I want to introduce the hot seat and see if anybody in the chat has the cojones to jump on screen with us. But we'll get to that in a few.
Just a couple. Yeah. So I want to talk about a beverage moment of the week. All right. We've got, this is going to be a weekly show. And a lot happens in the world of beverages. It's in the news, it's in our lives, it's in our feeds, it's in our gullets. So we want to honor a special moment every week. And like we've already told you, we're drinking next week. So anyway, today's is a personal story. I went to a wedding this past weekend. Shout out to my friend Mike Price of the Kill Streak podcast. He got married, locking it down. We went to a wedding in Palm Springs, sans children. Dynamite time, beautiful wedding. First time doing a real post-COVID gathering. It felt like.
Sure.
Feeling pretty good today. And anyway, while we were out there in Palm Springs, I hadn't been there in years since the last time I went to a wedding, which was before the pandemic. And things have gotten built up there and all that kind of stuff. And there is a marijuana dispensary right in the downtown of Palm Springs. And my friend Jess, who I was with, had never been into one. And she said, let's go in. And I said, well, of course, you're traveling there for a wedding. It's fun. You got to experience some of this California lifestyle. What's up?
I hate to interrupt you. Is this beverage related?
Oh, you fucking know it is.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Because it is the Bev moment of the week. I just want to make sure. Okay. Sorry.
It's related.
Okay.
We go inside this place, the Lighthouse. She accurately clocks that it looks like it's a fancy Christian bookstore. And the inside, if anyone has not been in a dispensary, they all look like Apple stores, but inside are like, weed and tiny bongs and vape pens and stuff. As we're walking around, just like we're about to drive back to LA, so nobody's shopping. Everyone's just like, we're just perusing the aisles. And what is there in front of me on the shelf? Now, we know the weed beverages exist. Sure.
A little bit, but I don't know that much about them, to be honest.
And honestly, neither do I. You've got tinctures. You've got occasionally you'd see like bottles of lemonade at these places and that kind of thing. But what I saw this day really like slammed something home for me, which was that a weed dispensary might be the one thing that we have as a society, hey snackers, that is that really tells us how far we've come. Like if you drop if some time travel were real and you drop someone straight into a weed dispensary in California in the year 2021, they would have their minds blown, right? Like it's where some of the biggest technological advances are happening. They'd be like, are you kidding me? This is how people do drugs now. And like, everybody's fine with it.
I don't want to,
No, go ahead.
interrupt. Is this beverage related?
That part, I guess, wasn't, but this part is.
Okay. Sorry.
What's there in front of me on the shelf? An entire array of weed seltzers.
Weed seltzers?
Not only weed seltzers in cans sold in 4-packs or individually, but made by the Pabst Blue Ribbon Corporation.
Stop it.
A union operation out of the Midwestern United States is pumping out high seltzer.
Stop it.
I have a picture.
Hold on.
Throw
looking.
to it.
I'm trying to find the picture. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Holy Pabst
Look.
Blue Ribbon High Seltzer.
These have 10 milligrams of THC. Doing some research after the fact, apparently they've been around since 2020. They used to only have 5 milligrams of THC. For the stoners in the audience, that's like a gummy or something. These are 10, so that's 2 gummies. I was doing the math at home. And it's made by Pabst. Like, how down the middle, like, you can't get more society accepting weed than this. They are my new favorite thing, says Mado Bacon.
They range wildly in percentages and taste. Would make great shootouts.
Heavens to
Oh
very true.
wow, that will be quite an episode.
We got to go to the cabin and do that.
Josh, I'm kind of floored by this, and I'm also like really, really proud of Pabst for doing this.
I am too.
And the cans look beautiful. The packaging looks beautiful. Like, I would love for us to be able to interview as many people as possible involved with getting this off the ground, because it looks so pro to me.
It does. It doesn't look weedy. It also doesn't look like a beer. Like, they really kind of threaded a needle here. And I think it's pretty incredible. They got the nutrition facts on there. Oh, by the way, only 25 calories.
Why aren't we hearing more about
I don't
this?
know.
And
I think it's up to do.
Lunkarog said to put it on the vision board. You're goddamn right. This is going on the
Yeah.
vision board.
Oh,
You will see this on the vision board next week.
Snoop Dogg noted as a possible guest, but also 2 votes for Artemis Hebdani, which I'm here for.
Oh, Artemis, friend
All-time
of the
favorite
show.
guest of the
Absolutely. But real quick, wait.
John Gabris, certainly.
Matt O'Bacon. These are my favorite thing. They range wildly in percentages and taste. Can you let us know what you mean by they range wildly in percentages? I'm very curious about that.
Sounds like someone needs to go in the hot seat.
Oh my gosh.
Mado Bacon, are you ready to get in the hot seat?
That's a big ask to ask someone in the chat to get up to talk about the weed beverage that will be immortalized on video.
All right, fine. Do you want to lose your job working for the government?
Well,
All right.
JoJo, this is really exciting. This is going on the vision board, and like, I'm very scared to try this, but I think it will make for a very fun episode.
Yes.
And let's do this sooner than later.
I think so too. I don't want to let too much time go by. And it'd be nice to compare them to some regular seltzer, because that's the thing. It's obviously they'll get you high, I presume, but it's not booze also. I imagine that'd be a tricky scene. But with the Pabst thing, that's why it's just like, oh no, it's all good. I think that's what maybe makes me like it the most. It's not them trying to up beer. It's just like, these are all things that get you a little messed up, you know?
Wow. Okay, Mado Bacon says, I can't do hot seat right now, LOL. For example, I get them in Massachusetts, and it's 5 milligrams. In Seattle, they're like 100 milligrams.
Well, yeah, that sounds about right.
Wow. Okay, this is on the... I'm so excited. Thank you. What a great Bev moment of the week, Josh. This is fantastic. Amazing.
Wow. In Seattle, there are sodas and come with a shot glass because you shouldn't have more. Oh boy. These are good facts to know.
All right, let me stop that share. All right, let's get into it. Is there anybody out there that would like to hop up on this stream with us and maybe read Brian's question and then chat with us a little bit? So should we just throw a link down in the chat? What do you think, JoJo?
Let's do it. We can. I like that. You don't have to volunteer. The first person to click the link is going to get added to the stream.
And all you need, if you're at a computer, great. If you've Zoomed or anything, this just opens in like a Chrome browser and you can hop in. Or if you're on an iPhone, it'll work too. So let's see if anyone is going to jump on this. I mean,
how long are these episodes? That's Randy. Randy, they're as long as we figure out they should be. Right now, right now we're an hour and 25, you know?
I wish Randy would get on stage with us.
Oh, M. Cable is asking the real question.
Holy moly, did
Exactly.
Brian write down 100 more questions? Oh, he did. And I was just about to say, and they're good, but I only actually really know a couple of them because we like to see these blind.
This is the
JoJo and
only
I.
one I read. I closed my eyes as soon as I saw that it was a list. I was
Do you
expecting
think there's
blank.
a chance that oh my God, we have someone. Lindsay is in the house. It is going to happen. Let's see if we can hear Lindsay. Are you guys ready? Oh my gosh. Lindsay, you're making our dreams come true. Can you hear us? And let's see if we can hear you.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yes.
we so can. This
yes.
is great.
Yes.
You guys should hear. You should understand this voice from Lunking.
yes.
Lunking.
Lunking.
Oh my God. Hold on. Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
I gotta
How's
make you
it
bigger because I put you on my phone so I could be in the chat. We'll leave it.
amazing?
This is
How are you
great.
doing out there? Where are
I'm
you
so
right
good.
now?
How are you guys? I'm so happy to see you again.
We're beyond happy to see you right now. This is amazing.
This is amazing technology.
It's crazy.
Oh, this
So
is
where
beautiful.
are you chatting with us right now? Where can you say?
Utah. It's called Layton, Utah. It's about 20 minutes north of Salt Lake.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hold
Wow.
on. So what we want to do first, we're trying to figure. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
JoJo figured it out. That's exactly what we
Yep.
wanted right there. We're gonna have you read Brian's question, then we're gonna have you answer Brian's question, and then we're gonna chat some more. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. Brian's question. Boom. Can you see that?
Oh, I have to. Prebiotic soda. Is this a new frontier or dietary confusion? I don't know what that is.
Well, that makes 3 of us,
This is already
Lindsay.
a failure.
No, that makes 3 of us.
That's correct. Well, so what do you think?
Amazing. I don't know.
What is okay? So
Prebiotic. Prebiotic is like ahead of the game.
Who's in the peanut gallery back there?
My husband.
Tell
Shout
him
out,
to
husband.
either separately join the live stream or get on the camera right now
Hey,
because
Jonathan, go F yourself.
yes, absolutely.
all right, I'm looking up Oh, hold on, guys. Okay, prebiotic versus probiotic.
Well, let's go to the Mayo Clinic. They know what's up.
Yeah, okay. Probiotics are foods or supplements that contain live microorganisms intended to maintain or improve the good bacteria, normal microflora in the body. Prebiotics are
body.
foods, typically high fiber foods that act as food for human microflora. So what was the
bean
question
juice.
exactly? What was Brian's question?
It is, I'll show it again on the screen. It is prebiotic soda.
Okay,
Is
we
this
need to
the-
look up that.
Is this the new frontier of dietary confusion?
It's confusing.
I agree. Oh my God, there's many.
Wait, this is a
Olipop.
whole thing.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Olipop. Sparkling tonic. A new
32%
kind of
of your
soda.
32% of your daily fiber. You would
So-
shit your pants drinking one of these.
I don't want that.
Oh, look at
I
all of
will
a sudden
stay with
Jonathan
prebiotic.
understands what prebiotic means. Listen to
Oh.
him.
Yep, I'll stay with prebiotic.
It tastes with like the soda you grew up sipping, but with the added benefit of microbiome and digestive health support with plant fiber, prebiotics, botanicals, and a touch of magic. What do you guys think the magic is?
What if you added a shot of Fireball to this?
Well, I'm the one that kept telling you to put gin in seltzer, so
That's accurate.
Well, let's talk about that for a moment. So tell us about that cocktail. Take us through that.
Literally, just get a glass of ice, put a shot of gin or vodka. I'm a gin drinker. And then just top it off with a seltzer. Mix it up. Put a little lime juice if it's a more limey one. Best cocktail. Sip it slow.
Sure,
because
that's 2 drinks.
That's 2 drinks, exactly. It's heavy.
And okay, let me ask you the difference between, like, say you do that, a shot of, you like gin, right?
Yes.
Which White Claw flavor are you grabbing for?
Well, lime if I'm going for a White Claw. I'm in Utah, so we actually have local brands, and I take those instead.
Okay, got it. But what flavor, I guess? A lime of
It's
that?
always a lime. I'll go for a lime, or I actually love a grapefruit.
Oh, okay. You're kin with JoJo here.
Yeah.
So if you're doing that, let's say you have 1 shot ice and a lime hard seltzer. What are you getting out of that would be different than, let's say, a shot and a half or 2 shots of gin and a lime LaCroix? Is there some magic with the hard seltzer combo?
I don't think so. It's just what I know. It's just
interesting.
You know
Just what
LaCroix,
you know what
I
you
know
know.
gin.
He knows one kind, though. It sounds like you know more.
I drink Seagram's lime gin.
And you're mixing that with the lime hard seltzer?
Yep. With also, I don't mind, I like lime, so I'll even put a lime wedge in it.
Okay, I think that's probably going to go in the vision board next week, too.
This sounds like you just be puckering up all day.
Does
it really dry? Does it dry you out like a gimlet?
It's what I learned to drink when I was younger. So that's just what I've always stuck with.
Well, to be clear, you didn't learn to drink hard seltzer and gins.
Yeah.
In my adult years. Correct. In my adult years, that is what.
Well, let's get into the Utah of this all for a minute, because in Utah, you guys don't have as high of alcohol per volume as the rest of the states, right? Isn't everything? It has. Tell us a little bit about that, please.
Yeah, we went from a 3.5% to, I think you can allow a 6% beer or 5% beer. Again, I should have my background person here. That you can buy on draft, but you can buy up to you can buy much higher, like 10 to 13% beers now in a bottle or a can.
Do you have to buy those from a liquor store, state-run liquor store, from the grocery store? Can you buy them from a grocery store? You cannot buy them from a grocery store. Grocery stores top out at 6%.
Gotcha.
Well, that feels like an improvement too from the last time I was in the Utes.
Huge improvement. Huge.
When did this kick in?
About 3 years ago. 4 years ago. Listen, when we first got to start drinking, we had to have a membership to even go to a bar. So right. I will take that we can adjust anything, and we can have like higher point beers now at any bars or breweries.
That is amazing. I'm glad it happened before the pandemic too, because you needed a little extra boost there.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, that would have sucked to go through that.
3.5%ers anywhere you went. Yeah.
Brutal. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that's a great question. Lizzie Bartlett is asking, is there a chill pipe involved?
What's a chill pipe?
I don't know what a chill pipe is.
Oh man, I don't remember. I just remember it was a Utah thing.
Oh. She knows.
It's a flashback.
Because we have called into you guys so many times. The chiller straws.
Oh my. Oh. This is what it's all about, people.
My God.
These will chill your drink. They're so worn out. We haven't used them for years.
Wow. What? Why was it red?
That's just the color they made it.
Oh, okay. It's not a weird.
I have every color, and anytime you would take a drink out of a straw, it would make it even more ice cold.
That's incredible. Did you put it in the freezer?
No, you just leave them in the
Just metal straws.
yeah, they're just
So here's a
here.
tiny
Here's the cleanest.
Oh yeah, look at that.
nice.
Crisp,
That's
fresh. Yeah.
Yep.
The other one looked like it was left out in the desert. This is accurate. We have viewer RH, so we might
I love
need
it.
a Utah correspondent every app. Yeah, we learned in our Jenna Kim Jones episode, and from so many of you Utah listeners.
That's right.
Lindsay,
That's right.
chief among them. About it's a very beverage centric state. It is like
They have soda shops on almost every other corner. It feels like they're
That's
called
right.
swigs.
I think about these. I'm not
Fits.
joking. I think about these like once not every week, but probably every 8 days.
Yeah, that they make. I remember the one time I went there, I got a dirty Dr. Pepper, and when I drank it, it just tasted like a Dr. Pepper with coconut rum.
And
Oh,
oh,
I was like,
But
well,
it
why
was-
wouldn't I just have that?
that's what I'm saying.
and it was non-alcoholic. Remind me what makes it a dirty Dr. Pepper.
Because they put coconut flavoring into it,
It's like coconut cream or something, or is it
Yeah.
just a
like a
pump?
syrup, just a
Just
syrup.
a syrup. Oh, okay. I thought I remember it's in Dirty Diet Coke is half and half and lime or something.
Yeah, you could get some lime if like you put lime into a.
You did. You added your own, right? You said a
You
couple of
would-
lime wedges in your pocket. Just
I was too young then.
oh,
I didn't know that lime
That's-
was my favorite thing.
What's
That's
the
new.
tipping situation at Swigs? Is it encouraged?
No, because it's a drive-through.
Oh,
It's a drive-through that has on
wow.
average about 10 to 13 cars,
That's what I'm talking about. That's
Yeah.
the part I think about all the time.
like an
That
in
feels
and out.
so fucked to me. I am.
It's Mormon's coffee or Mormon's drink. I'm gonna get
Wow.
in trouble for saying that.
Wow.
Wow, lightning just struck Lindsay's house. This is good to be reminded of. We might have to. I'm kind of feeling a field trip.
Yeah.
What?
I can
A
you know-
Utah remote would be amazing.
We could be in
Utah
Utah in 8
has-
hours. We could
They
be there
have
before
made-
dawn.
They have brought in the last like 3 or 4 years so many breweries throughout like the Ogden Valley to the Salt Lake Valley that they're starting to finally do like some brew tours. So
Wow.
it's
I
pretty
bet-
cool.
That's amazing. That is
Yeah.
amazing.
We would not have had that 5 years ago, 3 years ago.
I have this theory that I'm putting together just right now as you're telling us all this new info, that the rise of the IPA beer is maybe what kind of pressured Utah to change its alcohol volume, because those beers kind of grabbed all the alcohol by volume of everything and went through the roof. And let's be honest, Utah seems like a place that would love the IPA, you know? So I feel like that's my theory I'm going to go with.
I can tell you that is my most favorite beer to drink,
There you go.
especially like a juicy or a hazy. Yep.
You have to have you back on to explain what you just meant.
What did you say?
So we're gonna have you back on to explain what you just meant
Yeah.
by Juicy and Hazy.
I just love IPAs.
Beautiful.
Yep.
This is tremendous. Did you participate in the White Claw portion of the show?
We got to do the black cherry.
Go
Utah
on.
does not have any of the other claws. We have a mango.
I'm surprised they have anything that's black anything. That's pretty impressive. So
We went to 2 stores.
We went to 2 different stores to see if we could find some.
Amazing.
No dice. But we at least
Um,
did the black cherry, and I've had all the rest of them, but I have
Well-
a mango for the next time.
we're gonna have to
Fantastic.
have it.
And maybe if you guys open up your where we can send them again, I'll send some Utah ones to you.
Oh hell
Ooh,
yeah!
that's fun. Would
Yeah.
you be able to get these Pabst weed seltzers? What's
I
the
think
weed
that's on
situation?
us.
That's on you.
That's
That's on
because you
you.
can't cross state lines. It's a federal crime.
No,
Oh,
we don't
okay.
get weed yet.
And they
No
don't get
weed yet
They're
for
not
Utah.
allowed.
It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time.
But we have a really great brewery downtown that they've made now about 4 different seltzers that are awesome.
Killer.
Like a cherry. I can't remember any of the others. I also drank. I got a tall boy of the black cherry, so
That's what's up. Was it a tall, skinny can or was it a normal sized tall boy can?
it was a normal.
Okay. It wasn't like one of those, like
it was a
at
tall skinny
Easter or in a stocking where it's like a tube full of M&Ms, but
Oh.
inside is hard seltzer.
It was
Oh, yeah.
tall.
There it is. Okay. Yeah,
There it
well,
is.
That looks natural. I guess that's wise.
I
rather
know.
than-
I don't know.
rather than having it look like this.
Yeah,
It's just like a really...
that's what we got.
Oh, beautiful.
Amazing, amazing. Well, Lindsay, thank you for jumping into the first ever hot seat.
You know what? I remember the first time we got to call. We were in Oregon. Me and Ingrid when we would lunking.
Oh,
And we'd call you guys with lunking, and we got
Of
to
course.
talk to you about we got to call about the Arnold Palmer.
Yes.
Arnold
Oh,
Palmer.
that's
And we
right.
got to do one other. I can't remember our other one we did, but from day when we saw that this was up because she's up in Seattle. And I texted
Oh,
her, I
man.
said, they're back.
that's... Well, is she here?
No, I don't think she is. She's got a little kid.
Yeah.
Look,
Well, she got a
West Co-
kid.
we've got little kids. Everybody's got little kids.
Yeah.
You come on the show. This is
Yeah.
great. Thank you so much for joining us. This was a great success. Thanks for
Thank
not
you so
making it
much.
weird.
Amazing, Lindsay. You are the best.
You're a
Help
joy.
yourself.
It's so good to see you. I'm like feeling this in my heart.
I love it.
Appreciate
Thank you.
From the bottom of our hearts, we say to you, go
Go
fuck
fuck
yourself.
yourself.
Thanks, guys.
Oh my gosh. Incredible.
Wow. Now I can't wait for the downhill slide from there as the high point of the hot seat for weeks to come. This is
Amazing. Just to put a button on Brian's question, Brian, I think we're going to have to get some of those sodas and see what happens to our bowels, I guess.
yeah, we will be on the hot seat.
We'll have to make a bev cam and a toilet cam for that episode.
Okay, we'll do it. It's just what we have to do. Thank you, Brian. Wow. This is a
ama-
beautiful thing.
This is amazing. I kind of feel like we should kind of wrap it up. I mean, that feels like what a finale.
Yeah.
Just want to check in on our bud real quick.
It's so bright out there. I'm going to have to talk to them about that. They need darkness to sleep.
It's like, is this actually indoors? Is it like fluorescence or something, or is this an
It
outside?
must be. If not, I don't know what to do. If you all want to send stuff to us, that is absolutely back on board. I saw someone else in the comments mention non-alcoholic IPAs, another beverage trend we missed. We will definitely be covering it on the show. The biggest thing you can do to support the show right now is share it with your friends, follow us at TBASHLIVE, come back to the live stream next week, and that's it for now until we reach affiliate status.
And I think
You're
that's
all
going to
doing
be
the Lord's work out there.
Oh, yeah, and I think we can mention for those still here that if you are following us, you might notice us kind of hopping online from time to time at the non-scheduled time of Wednesdays at 9
That's right.
p.m. because we're going to just do some fun stuff we need to stream on some different days to get this affiliate status. So we're going to hop on and play some beverage-related video games from time to time. JoJo and I might hop on and have a coffee in the morning together.
A little happy hour action.
Yeah, so if you see anything like that that's not on Wednesday evenings, that's another time you can really just come hang out because we'll be chatting a lot with the chat during those
That's
times.
it. Jump on, follow us on Twitch. You can subscribe, I think, once we are affiliates. All that biz. We'll do our best to keep you all informed across socials. So pick your favorite, and we'll do it up. And
Next week,
that's
Cool
next
Waters
week.
Through the Ages.
Y'all rule. Thanks for hanging out in the chat. Thanks for doing this. This rules. Y'all rule.
Too much
It's,
fun. And I think we can both say,
Mm.
go fuck yourself.